Hello, I'm the Irish Guy, and yes, this is my Premier League prediction series, where I go head-to-head with other YouTubers for this weekend's results. You know the drill: 10 points for a correct prediction, 4 points for a correct outcome but wrong result, and 3 points for every correct goal scorer. Yeah, last week, I challenged former Football Daily nemesis Zach G-Lab, and lads, it was ridiculously close. I got 44 points, Zach got 45. Yes, losing to a former Football Daily member does feel a bit like I've just been spoon-fed my own granny's breast milk. Anyway, that squeezes Zach into second in the leaderboard, ahead of both James Alcott and Lee Judges. But still, nobody has got a near Anfield agenda. So today, let's welcome Vizeh.
Of course, the Irish Guy has got me involved for the predictions, an absolute pleasure, and I've been waiting long enough for this, so clearly I'm doing something good. Cheers, YouTube, for the algorithm.
Calm down, Vizeh. Surely it's not that big an honor. It's not like you've just won Britain's Got Talent by juggling mince pies in front of KSI. You're just being challenged by someone who many people believe has lasagna for brains. Well, come on then, Vizeh. Let's take a look. What forfeit you have for me if you manage to top the leaderboard in May?
Of course, as standard as a forfeit for the Irish Guy to do, and I saw the guy from last week, which is forfeit. Idea was something about waffling about praising Chelsea, which is odd.
Waffling? Odd? Oh lads, have we just created the new YouTube beef? Vizeh versus Zach G Lab?
So I'll give him a better one this week, or at least I try to.
Right?
Do the ghost chili. I've done it twice. You'll die.
Say that again?
Do the ghost chili.
I'm still not understanding what he's saying. Say it slower, Vizeh.
Do the ghost chili.
Do the ghost chili. Oh, right. So, this is going to be like that Simpsons episode where Homer ingests insanity peppers and winds up dreaming about space coyotes voiced by Johnny Cash. Oh, so Vizeh really does want me to lose my mind. Curled up in the middle of a pond whilst trying to kiss a duck. Right, let's go. Crystal Palace versus Liverpool.
Palace v Liverpool is a nostalgic one for many reasons. However, Palace aren't doing well. They somehow lost to Everton, which is a real lull.
Vizeh's right. This is the nostalgia match. The Christian Bull game. Where even the mere mention of the word Dwight Gale is probably enough to put Liverpool fans off their lunch.
I'm going to go for 3-1 Liverpool. And for goal scorers, I would go for Palace. It will be I think it'd be Gahey again. I think maybe it'd be a set piece. And then for Liverpool, I'll go for Mo Salah with 2. Then I'll go with Jota for 1.
Vizeh says 3-1. I'll say 2-0. I don't think Palace will score. Let's be real, they have been disappointing this season. I knew they would not keep up their scorching end-of-season run under Oliver Glasner, where they won 6 of the final 7 league games, including 1 at Anfield. They scored 4 goals or more in 3 of their matches. What, were they all just drinking horse testosterone with their Cocoa Pops? If they don't win on Saturday, which they won't, that will be 7 games without a win. Which reminds me when they began the 13-14 season under Ian Holloway by losing 10 of the first 11 matches. Honestly, Glasner sorted out. But yeah, 2-0 Liverpool win, Mo Salah and Cody Gakpo with the goals. And if Liverpool lose, then I will jump into a muddy pond and spend an hour looking for frogs. Arsenal versus Southampton.
Russell Martin, if he tries to play out the back against Arsenal at Emirates, this could be 9-0 again. So, I don't think it'll be 9-0, but I think if they even attempt to play out from the back, this could very easily be a romp. And I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for Arsenal 5, Southampton 0.
Oh, come on, Vizeh. The way he was gearing up to spit out that prediction, I thought he was going to go and say something nutty like Arsenal 10.
If Southampton has more than 2 shots on target, that itself should be seen as a win.
You know what, though? I'm going to do it then. I will say the ridiculous nutty scoreline. I reckon the Gunners win this match 8-0. Because, yeah, Southampton are a mess. After being 3-0 down against Bournemouth in what is supposed to be a derby, it sounds like Russell Martin absolutely tore into his players. He admitted as much in his post-match interview. A year ago, we saw Sheffield United get absolutely smacked 8-0 by Newcastle on an afternoon where Paul Heckingbottom lost all credibility as the boss. His players never took him seriously after that. Instead, they clearly didn't trust his tactics anymore, and he's now doing very well to cling to a job at Preston. Similar thing, this is going to be a nightmare return for poor old Aaron Ramsdale. He's probably looking forward to actually playing a football game at the Emirates again, just like old times. Before the game, he's going to be happy and smiley, sharing hugs in the tunnel. But after the match, after seeing his former buddies mercilessly slap 8 past him, he's going to be fuming. And will probably tell the likes of Saka and Jesus they're no longer invited to his birthday party.
Arsenal for the goal scorers, take your pick. It could be really anyone here. So I'm going to go for a Saka with 1, Havertz with 2, Trossard with 1, and let's go for a bit more of a niche one. Ben White with 1. Actually, I've not even named a single centre-back. Actually, you know what? I'll take that back. I'll say Gabriel instead of Ben White.
I think this is going to be an incredibly unique match in that there's going to be 8 different goal scorers. Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Martinelli, Raheem Sterling, Declan Rice, Gabriel Magalhaes, and yes, Gabriel Jesus. He will finally score his first goal since January. Lads, the Brazilian hasn't even scored a goal at the Emirates since a week before Christmas. Yeah, it's nearly Halloween. What is going on? I have so much belief in Jesus to end his goal drought in this absolute goal feast that if this ex-Man City striker does not wind up on the score sheet this weekend, then I will smack myself in the face with a banana. Brentford versus Wolves.
I don't know why, but I feel like this is a game that Wolves may actually win, even though they're in, of course, poor form right now. Wolves, I still think, is a decent team, and I think that they've played also pretty tough opponents. So I think that their currently position is a bit unfair right now, despite they have had a few issues, of course, with the team.
Decent team? No, Gary O'Neill is an absolutely useless pencil, and I won't hear anyone say anything different.
I'm going to go for a Wolves win. I'm going to say it'll be a very tough game, and I'll say it'll be a 1-0 Wolves win.
My jaw is on the floor. He's gone with a Wolves win. And for O'Neill to mastermind a clean sheet for an hour and a half. That's in Brentford's last 3 games. The opposition have managed to hold on to clean sheets against the Bees for 22 seconds, 23 seconds, and 38 seconds. The last team to keep Brentford out for more than the opening 40 seconds of the match was Southampton back in August. And Wolves have been a complete clown shop on O'Neill for months.
So I'll say 1-0 Wolves and Lamina with the goal.
No, I don't see it. I'll go with a goal each from Brian and Bemo, and weirdly, Fabio Carvalho will net his first Bees goal. Just you watch, no way are Wolves winning. Come on, Vizeh, if Wolves do win this weekend, then I will eat my neighbour's flower pot. Leicester versus Bournemouth.
Now, this is a big game because, of course, Cooper is under a lot of pressure right now, the club. And I think this is one of those games that I think they'll use their experience. And I'm going to go for a Leicester win here. I think that this is a game which Leicester will get it over the line. Cooper, I don't think he's as bad as a manager as what people make out. I'll say Leicester will win this game 2-1. The goal scorers for this game, I'll go for Leicester. I'll say Jamie Vardy has to score.
Oh yes, Vardy has to score, doesn't he? Does this man not realise that if Vardy does score, that is yet another ice cream shower?
I'll go for the Brighton loanee, Buonanotte. That guy. And Bournemouth, I'll go for the goal scorer being the Van Nielsen, the Brazilian number 9 as well. I think that it will be a Leicester win. I don't know why. It could be a draw. A draw may be a safer shout with 1-1.
Yeah, I am going for the 1-1 draw, but that doesn't make me safe. I'm the one predicting an 8-0 win this week. But yeah, I think Leicester will grind out a result too. Evan Nielsen will give the Cherries an early lead before Steffi Mavadidi levels things up with a late strike. Man City versus Fulham.
Fulham have, of course, got a decent squad and, of course, have a decent start to the season. I can see them scoring. I can see Fulham getting a goal here. However, it's City, bro.
Look, right now, Rodri's injury is a massive blow at the Etihad. Right now, Man City, they're worried about their next DM. A bit like yourself, Vizeh, when you see that Thug that's replied.
So I'll go for 3-1 City here. I think goal scorers for City would be... I think it'll be Haaland again. And I think it'll only get one. That may annoy people's FPL teams. And then I think other goal scorers will be shared. I think that they'll be the likes of Phil Foden. I think he'll get one. And then there'll be one from midfield somewhere. I think it'd be Bernardo Silva. I don't think he's scored in a while. So let's go for those 3. And then Fulham goal scorer. I don't know. I generally don't know who to say. Oh, Iwobi. You know what? Iwobi seems like a goal away from home against top 6 clubs. So I'll go for Iwobi.
Look, Man City have beaten Fulham the last 16 times they've played them. The last time Fulham took any sort of result from Man City was a 2-2 draw over 13 years ago. Look, I think this will be a repeat of the same fixture last September. A 5-1 Man City win. Erling Haaland will score 2, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, and Jeremy Doku with the goals. With a back in form, Raul Jimenez keeping the quietly good run going with his 5th goal of the season. Probably a consolation penalty. West Ham versus Ipswich.
I like this game. I really like this game. West Ham are on the edge right now. And Ipswich, they're still waiting for the first big win. And it feels like a place that it can all come together here. And I think there's a chance that Ipswich could get their first 3 points here. And I really, really want to back them. However, West Ham, I don't think it's as bad as what people make out to be. And they still have some really good players. So despite my heart saying I want Ipswich, my head is saying West Ham. And I think I will... I've not said a single draw yet, though. I think this may be another draw. Because my heart says one way, my head says another. I'm going to go down the middle.
Oh, lads. This really is a battle between this guy's heart and his head. He's like the Green Goblin shouting at himself with a mirror.
Either side could win. But I've not said a draw, so out of those probabilities, I'm going to go down the middle here.
He really, really wants Ipswich to win, but he cannot bring himself to say it.
I'll go for West Ham, 1. Ipswich, 1. I think goal scorer for West Ham would be... I go for Somerville. I think he'll get his first goal of the season. I think it'll be his first goal. For Ipswich, I've gone for Hutchinson.
I think Ipswich will really frustrate the Hammers fans this weekend. Come on, they're 4 games unbeaten now. Confidence is rising in the Ipswich camp of West Ham. Their fan base are this close to fully turning on Lopetegui and demanding that his tongue be fed to the crows. I think West Ham will dominate possession, sure, but Ipswich will hang in there, be defensively resilient, and grind out a 0-0 draw. And oh boy, just wait for the absolute avalanche of full-time boos. Everton versus Newcastle.
You know what? I don't know why, but my entire head here is saying that this will be a game that Everton somehow look really good, and like they will like really win this game comfortably, and that goes against almost everything I've said so far this year. But this just feels like a game which Newcastle, because if they had a poor performance away against Fulham, and they have that in them, and Everton, they just somehow have these games that everything just clicks. I'm gonna go forward Everton 2-0 win. I can't believe I'm saying that. My head and my heart are saying differently, but I just feel like Everton somehow just does random Everton things, and they'll be really good for one game here.
You know what? I know what he means, because the Magpies were slapped up 3-0 at Goodison Park last Christmas. So yeah, I know why he thinks that the Toffees could just explode and thump Newcastle into next week. Look, when Sean Dyche has his players fully buying into his methods, and with the Goodison Park rocking, they can do this to anyone. Price up, they won their final 5 home games of the season without conceding a single goal, and one of those was in the Merseyside derby. That run of games, that ended the season. That was more impressive than anything Carlo Ancelotti managed whilst Everton boss. But yes, this Everton squad absolutely have it in them to bully teams at home. So I get it, Vizeh.
I'll go for Everton 2-0. Goal scorers, I'll go for Brentford. I'll go for corner. Brentford, header, there you go. Bit of dreamland. And then the next goal scorer, I'll go for Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
No. Everton 1, Newcastle United 3. Dominic Calvert-Lewin will score for the Toffees, sure. But no, goals from Harvey Barnes, Anthony Gordon. And yes, he will fully celebrate amidst an absolute storm of abuse from the fans. And for the 3rd Newcastle goal, I was going to say something weird like Miggy Almiron, but no. Let's play it safe and say Joe Linton. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to stick to my weird feeling in my spine. And yes, Almiron. Come on, Mickey, go and do it. Okay, no, I'm chickening out. I can't do it. I'm going with Joe Linton instead. Aston Villa versus Man United.
I don't know why I could see United winning this game. I feel like because Ten Hag literally has every single person against him, this is a game that he will somehow win to keep his job. I'm somehow backing United here. I'm going to go for United to win 2-1. I'll go for Leon Bailey. I'll go for Leon Bailey and United. I think Højlund would score. I think he may be off the bench. And then other goal scorer would be Garnacho.
No. You were actually tipping Manchester United to now win at Villa Park? Really? You're expecting to overthrow Anfield agenda at the top of the leaderboard with absolutely crazy predictions like these? No! Lads, it is absolutely mad to think that Unai Emery has actually lost his last 4 managerial battles against Erik ten Hag, which doesn't really make any sense. Villa are the club with the momentum right now. Are you kidding? They just beat actual Bayern Munich. But still, Villa just are a better team. So yes, Ollie Watkins and John Duran with the goals. Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest.
A lot of hype for Chelsea right now, after a lot of people, a lot of really awful people on social media really criticizing Chelsea.
Oh, so after beginning the video by coming for Zach G-Lab, now Vizeh is calling out some mystery man for making too many negative videos about Chelsea. Who could it be? Who are you talking about? Come on, Vizeh, we have to know. Come on, Vizeh, let us know the beef. If you don't put me out of my misery, I'm gonna make like a lion and roar.
I'm gonna go for Chelsea 1, Forest 1, mainly because when people think Chelsea are gonna be really good again and they're in form and it's clicking, something always goes wrong. Like within the next game. I think Chelsea's goal scorer would be Nicholas Jackson, and I think for Forest it would be I think it'd be Chris Wood.
Look, Chelsea have had a great start of the season, yes. But I think this will be tricky. Forest have not actually lost on the road since the trip to Goodison Park in April. Yeah, Chris Wood with the goal before Cole Palmer and Jadon Sancho calmed the nerves of second half goals. Well, lads, this will be closer than you think. Brighton versus Tottenham.
I mean, we all know this game's gonna have goals.
Yeah, goals. I absolutely agree.
I think I will go for 2-2 draw here. I think I will. I think that's reasonable to say. I mean, Danny Welbeck, I think he get a goal, and I mean, who else is even in the midfield now? Some random 19-year-old Ecuadorian wonder kid, probably. Is that actually a Ecuadorian wonder kid at Brighton right now? There's a lad called Baleba. Is it Ecuador? He's Cameroonian. Okay. Not that close at all. You know what? Sure, Baleba. Let's go Baleba. Let's say that he's gonna score. Why not? I don't know why I would say Baleba, but yeah, sure, Baleba. Let's say he's gonna score. So Baleba.
Say Baleba more.
Will Johnson score again? No, I think it'll be Solanke with 2 goals. I've not said enough 2 goals yet. So I'll say Solanke 2 goals.
Solanke with 2? 2? Oh, lad, if Solanke scores 2, I will smoosh mashed potato into my face. Brighton 2, Tottenham 4. So many goals. It's going to be a complete ding-dong of a match. Goals from Danny Welbeck, Julio Enciso, James Maddison, Dominic Solanke, and Mickey van den Ven. This is going to be a truly insane match. Anyway, that is it. Thank you, Vizeh, for coming onto the channel this week. Any last words?
I don't know if there's an outro for this, but cheers. The guy of Irish people to get me on, and this will be completely pathetic when you look back in the predictions. However, cheers for getting me on, absolute pleasure, and keep up the good work, mate.
Ah, what a nice guy he is. Thank you, Vizeh. Keep up the good work yourself. But let's see, are you going to overthrow Anfield Agenda at the top of the leaderboard? Are you? We shall see. Anyway, that is the end of the video. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give a like, share, and subscribe as always. I'll talk to you in a while.